And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And connecting here with DJ Shark.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. From the shotgun, Lawrence completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. Give him 7 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Lawrence will throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. He completes it to Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run for the 1st time with Travis Etienne. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Pretty decent game.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Robinson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Robinson. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the 1st. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And on their 1st drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, Touchdown.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Wilson will hand to Carson on the option. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And Jeffrey may be in some pain. It appears so. He's still down. We'll check on his status when we get back. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Lockett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
On play action, Lawrence finds the open target, Arnold. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Connection made with Chenault. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Lawrence. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down now. It's Robinson, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson dumps this one off to Chris Carson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On 1st down, it's Carson, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps is unselfishness, because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 2nd down, it's Carson. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Wilson. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Rookie Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguar offense ready to take over. They begin the drive with Robinson. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
On third down, Lawrence. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be fourth down. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. To throw again on second down. Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. This is Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 53 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. On third down, Carson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the game there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They run the counter. It's Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, no surprise there that he got the ball. When you've got 2 touchdowns already, you're probably demanding it in your own huddle. And you can bet this defense, though, is going to be keyed in on him at this point. And they did a nice job stopping him behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and goal. Wilson dancing to his left. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They run. Robinson. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Now it's Lockett. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Out comes Chris Carson in the Seattle offense. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's picked off at his own 46. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. To throw is Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They run it with Carson, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On second down now, it's Carson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 68 yards on the ground for him so far. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's Wilson. Buying time, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Now Lawrence to throw. Man open is Robinson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, Lawrence to Chenault on the slant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Here's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dan Arnold, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Pass midfield, look out. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run again with Carson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Wilson. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Rookie Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguar offense ready to take over. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Lawrence on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A final shot now for Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Arnold. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So the victory here for Seattle. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Seahawks, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.